What's up, lads? It's Beck, and today I have a speed build for you. Whoa, haven't done one of these in a while. I did decide that I'm gonna change my 100 baby challenge to be every other week, and then just do other stuff on the off weeks because I haven't had the energy to do more than one video a week, and I wanted to do some other stuff. So here I'm doing other stuff. That's what I'm doing. Yeah, I actually cannot remember when the last time was that I made a speed build. I think it was probably when I was still like recording on my headset and my jacks, headphone jacks were like causing horrible feedback. And so everything I ever recorded sounded like absolute garbage. So, wow. I mean, not that it sounds that much better today, apparently. Okay. This is in no way shade at the person, but, like, I posted my last video on my main channel, and within, like, a couple hours, somebody sent me a coffee, somebody sent me on Coffee $25 and said to put it towards a new microphone. It's kind of brutal, so I guess I'm shopping for a new microphone now. Okay. Yeah, anyway, today I built a rainbow house. Well, it wasn't today, it was earlier this week, but I built a rainbow house. I was inspired because I went to Pride last weekend. Don't worry, it was like, I live in a small town. It was a low-key thing. It was outdoors. So it was fine. But yeah, I went to Pride this weekend, and, well, first of all, there was a paparazzi lady there, which, if you're aware, the video that I but I most recently posted on my main channel was about paparazzi and how they killed their consultants. So that was fun. I didn't say anything to her because I'm a coward, but I thought about it. I didn't, though. Could've. But I didn't. Anyway, yeah, this house is, I think, technically 4 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, but one of the bedrooms is pretty small, so I made it like an office space. Yeah, I played with the idea of making this more of like a community center, like it's an old house that has been converted into a community center. I ended up not doing that. I ended up just making it a house that like 2 couples and a single person lived in. But yeah, it's a rainbow house for Pride. It's not like it's currently Pride or anything, but everything's messed up right now. Everything's weird and messed up. Schedules. What's a schedule? What's a seasonal thing? I don't know. Yeah. So I tried to make the layout of the house a little more closed off because I was thinking it's an older house, so it'll have a more closed off layout, which I think came out pretty good. I think my, decoration in the bedroom came out a little sparser than I usually would because I put down like the basic furniture in the bedrooms, and then I moved on to the main floor, the ground floor, whatever, and didn't get back to the bedrooms. So it's a little bit sparser than I would have liked, but they're okay. They looks fine. Oof, I was nervous about like recording this because, again, I haven't done one in a while, and it's basically just you talk to yourself for 25 minutes, and I haven't done that in a while, so I was a bit nervous. However, there is no however, I don't know. Oh my god. Yeah, so what's up? I got TikTok recently, and I wasn't super into it because the way it's set up, it's like you don't necessarily, like, it doesn't, like, you don't just go and start following, is it people based on your interests? I guess you could. Like, you can go and do that. But, like, basically there's the For You page, right? And you got to scroll through that. And it either like the video or scroll past it and wait for it to get to know you, which is kind of creepy, a little bit. I don't love it. I guess it knows you about as well as Facebook knows you. Facebook knows you really well. But yeah, so TikTok is finally starting to get to know me. It figured out that I'm gay. Finally. Thank you, TikTok. So I've actually kind of considered a bit actually making TikToks. I don't know. I have some very cursed ideas for cooking, and I feel like making TikToks where I do those things would be a great way to get them out of my system. But like, do I really want to post on TikTok? I don't know. I don't know. I have already 2 YouTube channels, so that could just be biting off more than I can chew. It could be. I'm still deciding, but one of those ideas is spaghetti bread. So it's a concept. I'm curious. They're not even so much like ideas as just like questions, experiments that I'd like to do. You know, I'm curious to see if something would work. You know, if you tried to make bread with spaghetti instead of flour, would it work? I don't know. I'd like to find out. I'm curious. I am a curious bitch. Oh god, Yep, I remember trying to fill up the time on speed builds. Yep, this is how it goes. Yep, I sure am doing a speed build again. Haven't done one of these in a while. I don't think even in the past year. Oh god. Yeah, because I've just been doing like 100 baby challenge every week. And then that's all I have the time or energy for. Whew. Yeah, wow. Anyway, so this bedroom has a cute little book nook. You'll see me making that right now, actually. I gave it this cute little book nook. It's a really colorful house. You know, I like to build with color. I like to incorporate a lot of color into my builds. I'm not a fan of that, like, beige, white and beige aesthetic. You know, with, like, the white walls and then light wood accents and plants. Nothing against plants. I like plants fine, but when they're the only thing going on in a room, I'm a little bit bored. So yeah, this is the single person's room. There's like a computer and stuff in here. It's cool. It's cool. Made a big old house with, I guess, 5 people living in it. It would sleep up to 5 Sims. Wait, no, it wouldn't. Because those beds are against the wall. Can Sims like scoot over on the beds? I think they can actually now. I think they fixed that. They can scoot back over. It was a thing, like they could do it when the game first shipped, and then it broke, and for a long time they couldn't scoot on the double beds anymore, but apparently they can now. I don't know. Don't know. Oh yeah, so I love how I built this like 2 days before they decide to update the base game to add 1,000 new swatches. Just love that. For me, amazing. Yeah. So I could have done better. I could have done better if I just held off for a couple days, but you know what? It is what it is. I have what I have, and this is the house that I made. And here it is. There you go. But yeah, I read through the patch notes and I was like, whoa. That's so many stuff. I mean, I'm glad they did it. I think that's gonna improve building a lot because there are a lot of items where you'd think there would be a certain swatch on that item, but there just isn't. Like those cheapy cheap base game counters, the cheap ones, you would think there would be like a plain white one, or like a relatively plain white or plain brown or plain black. There isn't though. Well, there is now, I mean, which is good because there was a need for that. Oh, they added some new swatches for the industrial looking base game counters and stuff, which I hope means they're gonna match the new industrial loft kit stuff better now. Cause it was like one of those things where the color is super close but not quite matching. It's like just different enough that you can like see a difference if you look. I'm normally not super concerned with getting all my wood tones to perfectly match. I just kind of, that is actually my key to how to build colorful stuff in The Sims. It's just accept the fact that not all swatches are going to perfectly match each other, and you have to learn to say, okay, this is close enough. And I feel like that's relatively realistic too, because, you know, you can't, if you buy stuff in real life, you know, you're buying it from all sorts of different sources, and the wood's coming from all different places. There's no way to guarantee it's going to perfectly match in real life either. So you know what? It's fine if you have slightly different wood tones on your table from your chairs. It's fine, actually. It's really fine. I just left for the bathroom and I got distracted and I ended up wasting like a half hour. Okay, all right, we're about halfway through the video right now. Okay, cool. What else can we talk about? I don't know. I don't have a lot going on in my life right now that I could talk about. I don't know. It's just, it hasn't been very interesting. Just, honestly, I don't know. Ooh, here's something we can talk about. The Met Gala. Yeah, that was, I think, like last week or the week before. Yeah, that was a fucking flop. You know, like it did not go great, I don't think. I think I think a big part of it is because the theme was just not a good theme. Like Americana, well, okay, so much of the iconic American aesthetic comes from the working class, and at the Met Gala, especially in these unprecedented times, that would be egregious to have super rich celebrities showing up, you know, with working class aesthetics. So yeah, I think that's a large part of why some people just chose to flat out ignore the theme. Billie Eilish showed up. I think a lot of people thought she was being Marilyn Monroe. I'm sorry if I keep hitting the table. I'm trying not to. Billie Eilish, a lot of people thought she was being Marilyn Monroe, but then she was like, no, I'm Audrey Hepburn in My Fair Lady. And girl, Audrey Hepburn was a Belgian actress, and My Fair Lady was set in London. What are you talking about? What are you doing? Yeah, so many, even the looks that I actually kind of liked, a lot of them were like, okay, what does this have to do with American fashion history? I think Nikki Tutorials did really good. Her look was like playing off of Marsha P. Johnson, you know, who basically is known for having thrown the first brick at Stonewall. She was a trans woman and a drag queen and an activist. And so Nikki Tutorials kind of paid tribute to her with her look, and I thought that was great. I liked that a lot. So she did good. I think there's an Indigenous model and activist who I actually had not heard of before this, but her name is Kwana Chasing Horse, who I think she won, quite frankly. She won. Yeah, she was wearing an Indigenous designer and just paying homage to her Indigenous heritage, which I thought was great. I liked that a lot. Oh yeah, in the build, I realized that something had glitched with my what's it called, Better Build by mod, and it had sent me a message about that a while ago, and I ignored it at the time because I wasn't building at the time. So yeah, I ended up having to restart the game and reinstall my Better Build by mod to, yeah. Yeah, anyway, who else flopped or did good at the Met Gala? Oh my god. Kimberly Kardashian West. I don't even know what she was dressed up as. She was just like wearing all black and like a black morph suit. Like, what was she doing? What was the concept? I do not know what her concept was, what she was going for. She was serving shadow person vibes. Incredible, really. Whew. Yeah, that was impressive. There's so many funny pictures. Like, I saw a picture of like the makeup artist who was like so excited to be working with Kim Kardashian West, and her face was covered. She was wearing a morph suit. That was very funny to me. I thought it was pretty funny. I was a fan of that, but not like in a supportive way, in like this is a very humorously bad outfit kind of way. Yeah. Who else? Elliot Page. His look kind of confused me at first. Like, he showed up in this huge, way too big tuxedo and sneakers. And I was like, why do you look like you're 14? Like, people had made jokes previously that he looked like he was 14 with his bad haircut and stuff. And I was like, wow, we're going with that, huh? They're looking 14, huh? But no, he later went and explained, since this was his first big public out event thing since he transitioned, that's what was up. It's a good concept. I'm not a fan of the execution. I don't love it. He's still like, okay, the fact is, even if it's a cool like tribute to the fact that like this is your first thing doing it as a man, you still look like a 14-year-old. That doesn't change. Just because like there's a cool reason for it, right? I don't know. I was not a fan. And it's subjective. Like, you don't have to be a fan. It's fashion. But yeah. I think what's his face? Timothy Chalamet was there with the same exact vibe, except he had no explanation for it. He was just wearing a blazer and sweatpants and sneakers. So whatever he was doing, I don't know. I don't know. Same vibe, but there's not a good story behind it. Yeah. Yeah, Jackie Aina dressed up as Barbie, which I thought was great. Like, yeah, it's perfect, Perfect concept. It fits the theme. It works. I love it. It's great, Dress up like Barbie is always the solution. Oh yeah, Shrink Ocean brought this like little Shrek baby doll thing, I'm not entirely sure what was up with that. He just carried it. I guess he just carried it around all night. I don't know, man. Like, is it is a baby an accessory? It was like just a baby doll, but like painted neon green. I don't know what I. It's kind of confusing a little bit. What's up? Wow, yeah, I'm just looking through like an article of pictures, and even the looks that like actually do look pretty cool, I'm like, okay, but how does this play on the theme? Okay, how is this American fashion history, right? Like, it's just it was a flop. I mean, okay, the Met Gala, every year there's like some people who go all out for the theme, some people who kind of phone it in, and then some people who just dress up how they want to dress up. And so like that always happens, but this year was especially bad, I think. So many people just did a bad job. And we know why. It's because like the class thing, the class disparity in these uncertain times, like we know why it sucked. That doesn't make it any less disappointing. I don't know. The roasting is fun though. I do enjoy roasting a good celebrity roast. It is a good time, and it is something that I look forward to every year. So, you know, maybe it's for the best that everyone sucked, because now I get to make fun of them. You know? Yeah. So yeah, I did a lot of landscaping outside. Again, had to reinstall my, what's it called? Better Build By, right? The organized debug. Had to reinstall that because it glitched out or something. I don't know, man. I don't know. But I did it. I think it looks pretty good. I think usually I either neglect the outdoor spaces in my builds or I go absolutely ham with the outdoor spaces. And this was a time in which I went ham with it. But I think the outdoor spaces look pretty good. I think it came out pretty nice, I think, in my opinion. So here I am just like trying to make a stone path to that bench thing with like the rainbow lanterns. Sorry, I ate recently. I keep burping. You don't care. Okay. So yeah, I think we're getting close to done. I'm just like doing my finishing touches at this point, you know, messing with the terrain paint and all that stuff that I do. Yeah, that's one tip is once you're done with your landscaping and everything, go back with like some darker dirt terrain paint and just outline everything slightly. It just makes everything look a little more realistic, a lot more finished and polished. And okay, yeah, and I here I am with the more landscaping again. Okay, because I'm never done with landscaping. I just, yeah, okay, yeah, great. Great, here we are, still landscaping. That's my thing is once I start landscaping, I will continue landscaping for 4 hours. I will never stop. I will just keep going and just continue adding more plants. And that's a problem with my builds because it sometimes causes lag in the game. So it's okay. I have this new computer. It's much better now, so I don't have as much lag. It's a much more powerful computer, but still. Anyway, build's over. You're looking at pictures now. Thank you so much for watching. Like and comment and subscribe if you want to, or don't. See if I care. Either way, I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope to see you next Wednesday for whatever I'm going to be doing. At that point, I'm going to be playing 100 Baby Challenge, but you know. Okay, thanks, bye.